Welcome back, everybody. And if you're new here, my name's Devin. I make skincare videos, biblical videos, vlogs, all kinds of stuff. Just subscribe, stick around. Normally, as of lately, actually, like I haven't really been posting. I say this a lot. There's a bunch of videos coming. This is one in particular that a company sent me a product. So if you're into gross stuff, stick around. If you like those blackhead videos I normally do, you might be into this. This is it's like a futuristic Q-tip, but better, because you could use it over and over, and it has a camera on it. So that's what I'm going to show it to you guys. Let's just start playing the clip, and I'm going to just talk to you guys about how things are going. You'll see how the product works for itself. Pretty gross. Guys, I've been going through a lot of anxiety, and I'm not the only one in the world that goes through it. And I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. I'm talking about this because I want you guys to know that other people go through it as well. And it's cool to talk about it. It's really not, I don't know. Because I've gone through it for so long, and I probably don't have it at the same level as other people. Like maybe it's not at that severe level where it's crippling me. You know what I mean? It definitely is apparent though, and it's something that should be addressed, especially for dudes. Like dudes go through it. I know for a fact guys got anxiety. They just don't really talk about it like that. You know what I mean? And it's hard being a dude. I'm not saying it's not hard being a woman. I'm not saying it's harder or easier, this, that, but as a dude, you guys don't talk about it as much, and you should. Just letting you guys know, I've been going through it. Like it's just been one of those times, one of those periods. You know what I mean? I don't let it discourage me. I still do what I got to do. I don't let it become truth to me, if that makes any sense. But also for me, I look at it from more of a spiritual sense, right? Because of what I believe. And that stuff is, the way that I'm feeling is very real. But the future events and potentials and possibilities of that might be triggering that anxiety, they're a lie, if that makes any sense, right? Because none of that stuff has happened yet. And I'm not really anxious over a lot of these, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like some people, like I don't get anxious over having to do stuff for work. I don't get anxious over having to get things done. I mean, maybe to an extent a little bit, but that's not what really triggers my anxiety. It's mainly things with like, you just want people you care about to be all right. You want your family to be safe. You want to be able to be there for different people. And not even just that, you just want to be able to be doing the right things for yourself. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that as far as a career goes. I mean, just, I don't know. You sit there and you contemplate on life too much and you forget about doing. And that is almost what happened to me a little bit. And yeah, I'm still going through it right now, but that's completely okay, because none of the anxiety that I'm feeling right, not at this very moment, but lately, it's just all a lie. It's not the truth. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I'm very conscious of it. So this is one of the things that I learned about like my anxiety. The onset of it is usually revolving around the fact that you don't want to feel anxiety, or at least for me. Like I've noticed that a lot of it is I get anxiety over not wanting to feel anxiety. Like in the sense of like, you know how when you're worried about a situation happening, potentially, right? It could be anything. Let's say you're scared of like a natural disaster. It's giving you some type of anxiety. This isn't necessarily what I worry about, but you're worried about a natural disaster. And you are obviously worried about all the byproducts that come from a natural disaster. But really, you're worried about that feeling and sense of like helplessness and everything like that a natural disaster would like give you. So like you have anxiety about the anxiety that a situation would give you. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, do I really have an anxiety over this like event happening, or is it over like, I don't know, like, or is it over like how I'm scared to feel? Which sounds like we're jumping into a rabbit hole, but I'm just trying to give you guys some perspective in the sense of like, I know that you guys are probably feeling the same way. And I just want you guys to hear it from someone else's mouth, so you know that you're not the only one that's going through it. You know what I mean? It's good to know that other people feel the same way as you, because none of you guys should feel isolated or anything like that. Also, if you guys have anything you need to talk about, leave it in the comments or send me a DM, or maybe I'll put a link sometime in this video or the next video where you can just leave a message just so you can get it out. And you can do it anonymously if you want, or you leave your contact. It don't matter. And like, I'll read it just so you know someone's listening. And if you want a response, you could tell me that you'd like a response. If not, that's fine too. And if it's really, really big and really, really serious, I have a lot of people in my family and friends who are like professionals. And if you ever want some type of written response or something like that, to where you could, like, not necessarily advice, but it's just something to give you a little bit of an understanding of what's going on that you might be going through, that you might be confused or whatever about. I don't know. It's a plethora of things that could be happening. But yeah, I'll put a link there and you can get it out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to do nothing. I just so you know someone's listening. And I'm genuinely going to read all of them. Also, the other side of that is that, like, I don't mean to be dismissive when I say this, because this is what I believe. But, like, I will pray for all of you guys. And if you don't believe the prayer works, or if it's some true type of system as far as like that conversation between somebody and God, okay, I understand. So I don't want to sound dismissive, but if you do believe that, or if you're on the fence about that, or if you're just like, why not? What do I got to lose? Again, fill out this form that I'll link in here, or leave it in the comments. And yeah, you have nothing to lose. Also, if you guys are reading the comments and people are leaving their situations, if you feel inclined to, go ask somebody how they're doing and speak to them. So like, if you leave a comment, also ask somebody else how they're doing. Create some like synergy of just community. You know, it's a good thing. It's something we should be doing. There's got to be something that comes out of these videos other than them being like satisfying. I know some of you guys say that they help you sleep and whatnot, and that's like awesome, or that they help you get over anxiety just watching stuff. Yeah, I'm glad. It makes me feel very good. Not because it's coming from me. It just happens to be my face. You know what I mean? Yeah, it don't mean nothing, but I'm glad that it helps you guys out. I was trying to think of what I was going to say going in this video, because I usually just turn it on and I go and I record, and whatever comes out, comes out. There's no edits. So I was thinking, like, man, what do I got to tell you guys? There's nothing spectacular about my life right now. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Life is always good. I'm always grateful. I'm always thankful. But as far as things that are out of the ordinary, I can't think of anything except for my nephew was born. And that's awesome. I was trying to get my brother and sister-in-law to name him after me, but they weren't budging. They named him after my dad and him and my brother. So his name is Miles Elias, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he's only like 2-3 weeks old, maybe a few weeks old. So he's barely starting to get into that mode where he's just like, I don't know, like just there and not crying all the time. Like he'll stare at you kinda, but he's just kind of like zoned, you know, babies are, you know, but it's awesome. I'm so happy. Like I love having nieces, or a niece, and now nephews, because my sister-in-law had a little boy before her. My brother were together as well. So it's like I have 2 nephews now and a niece, and that's like super, super cool. Like, I don't know. I don't have kids of my own yet. And so just to have new family, crazy. It's crazy to think about. There's some like little human just pops up, not out of nowhere. Obviously, there's some process that, you know, is done that makes these little humans, that creates them. But yeah, it's so weird. You just have a new family member out of nowhere. They just pop up, and like automatically, like, you love them. Like, you can't help it. It's not like it's a criteria where you're like, oh, I have to love this person because they're family. Like, it's just, you just do. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, you have to sit and contemplate on it. Like, if you really think about it, you know, like somebody gives you like a little baby and they're like, this is your niece, and you know it's like from your bloodline. You have some like weird connection to it. That's why I can't even imagine how a mother or a father feels. I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, if I feel this way about my nieces and nephews, what is it like being a parent? Like, that just seems so daunting, almost scary a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like, how would you be able to love something this much? It's crazy. It's very, very odd, but in a good way. Not odd like I don't want to experience it, like just like crazy. yeah, that's the big thing that's happened in my life. My brother and sister-in-law had their kid, little boy, and it's really cool. Other than that, guys, work's going good. I work with some really cool people. Like I'm very, very blessed to be able to like the people I work with. I haven't had a sit down employed job in a long time. I've worked for myself, and like I don't mean like I haven't worked. I mean like I've worked a lot. But I just mean like I've worked for myself, and I've had a client. I've been the vendor and the agency and all that stuff. So sitting down and being in one spot more consistently is like it's a change, but it's the fact that I have good people I work with is really, really good. It's really um, a blessing, I should say. Other than that, guys, geez. I hope that I want there to be comments of people that they're talking, of people, you guys telling me what's going on in your life. But also at the same time, it's like, you almost don't want there to be comments because I hope you guys are doing all right. But then also, that's a little bit naive because everybody's going through something, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Everything's gonna be cool. I don't know what you're going through. I'm not trying to sound corny and cliche because I really have no idea what's going on. I don't want to be dismissive either, like at all, um, because I'm not trying to downplay anything that you guys are going. Some of you guys might be going through some like really, really hard stuff, but I'll let you know that it's going to pass and it's going to be all right eventually. I don't know when, but it will. And I know it's like a typical thing to say, especially because I don't know what any of you guys are going through. I'm just making the assumption that some people are going through stuff and that like it's gonna get better. But with prayer and obviously time, it will. It will. I just I wish I had better words to say to like wrap this up. You know? I don't know though. Stuff is weird right now. I think I'm taking a break from Instagram and social media, not to change the subject too much, but I'm going to take like 2 or 3 day breaks at a time because I'm starting to realize. So, for a long time, I've done everything in my power to not get played by the algorithm. And I change up what I'm browsing for all the time. I use different browsers. I search things to throw the algorithm off so I don't get sponsored ads that are too specific to me. Like the algorithm cannot read me that well. But the downside of that is when you do that and your algorithm gets all like haywired and crazy, when you're on social media a lot, it starts, that crazy random algorithm starts playing uh, tricks on you as well. We'll say that starts playing tricks on you. I don't want to say the algorithm programs you because it does a little bit, but yeah, like I have no consistency in my algorithm and I shouldn't be on social that much, but it is what I do for work. Um, but the fact that my algorithm is so out of the ordinary, not specific to me, it is messing with me a little bit when I'm on there. So I'm gonna clear everything and like take a day or two off and just not look at it. And if I do any reading, it's gonna be like straight from the book or like a book or something, and have less screen time. And I've never really said I needed to do that because I never needed to. And just until recently, I have been. So that's one thing I suggest for you guys. If you guys are having a little bit of anxiety or stress, I'm not saying that this is the main culprit, but it probably has some impact. Take a break from social, take a break from your phone, and try to go outside for like 10 or 15 minutes a day, more than you already are. And it will change. I'm noticing it right now. Like it's changing things slowly. But I'm going to make it like a regular thing when I say I'm going to start doing it. Like I'm going to make it a regular thing for me to just tune out. Because, yeah, you don't want to get played by that algorithm. You want to be the one that's using your phone as a utility. You don't want your phone and these apps to be using you as a utility. As morbid as that sounds. Not to sound like a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but yeah, guys. Before I head out, I have my what would you call it, Patreon linked in the bio. If you guys want to check that out, awesome. If not, I understand, but it is there and it helps support creators like myself on the side that want to be doing this full time one day and want to give you guys a little bit higher production quality videos. And I have all kinds of ideas I want to do for you guys. I just between work and everything like that, it's hard. I don't got a lot of time, And one day, God willing, it would be great to do this channel full time, or be able to have enough time to do this channel full time. But so yeah, if you guys want to help contribute, that would be awesome. If not, don't worry about it. It's always there either way. Let me know in the comments what you guys are going through, and everybody go check up on your fellow community members here on the channel, and see if they're okay. Make some friends. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm following all of you guys back. A lot of you guys followed me last time. I followed all of you guys. And if I didn't, send me a DM and let me know, hey, you didn't follow me, Devin. And I'll say, all right, you're right. I'm going to click that button right now. TikTok also. Everywhere is I Am Symphony. I like getting to know you guys, like watching your guys' content. When you guys follow, I do look at your guys' content. So yeah, it's cool knowing that, oh, there's a face to the comment or the view that is on this video. So yeah, I don't want to be I don't want this to all be about me, even though I am the one making the video and I am the one talking. I'd like there to be some type of community and not have it just be about whatever is going on or coming out of my mouth. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.